I don't know. You didn't have the PlayStation startup screen. It's just not the same.
I understand your loss.
Yeah.
But
Yes, one standing up, one laying down.
honestly, it's one thing
This
I
is
kind of
lost.
wish they don't.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know why they never decided to bring that back specifically. Maybe in the 20th anniversary theme for the PS4, I think.
I would
that's what it
love
was.
that.
But yeah, to this day, you still need like a PS1 to actually get that.
Yeah.
Just for nostalgia's sake, I just added it into like the beginning of the
Yeah.
fucking Let's Play.
Just, but it's the sound effect, but it's just a hand drawn version of it.
It's done in MS Paint.
It's you. No, it's you with the little cardboard images, and you could see your hands going like this and moving it into place.
But without further ado, guys, hello everybody. Welcome to another iteration of Superhero Bros.
Yeah, you were about to say SmackDown Sunday.
SmackDown Sunday. Yeah.
Well, welcome to SmackDown Monday through Friday.
Well, isn't this technically our starting of Halloween Fest?
Well, no, because this is going to be going up a little earlier than October because
Okay.
I really didn't want to wait until next October to do this.
Yeah, but
Here we
you
are
but you know
anyway.
what? If you go to the stores right now, they've been selling Halloween candy for a month.
Right.
So welcome to Halloween, everybody.
Yeah. Journey back to
Next week is Christmas.
1792 in the Transylvania countryside of Romania.
Picture it. Transylvania, 1792.
This crazy old fuck's been sucking up people's souls.
I bet you was a dickhead roll.
Anyone excited for season 2 of Castlevania?
Yes.
Transylvania, 1792. How can I help, detective?
So those who have been subscribed to this channel for a long time, first off, I admire your patience. Mm-hmm. And secondly, thank you.
I admire your patience too.
Thirdly, I did this game a long time ago as one of our earliest Let's Plays solo, and the Sega Saturn version.
Yep.
We're revisiting this game on the PlayStation. The version most people are probably familiar with, and for good reason, because
Holy shit, it's
I love this game.
Yeah.
This game is like
good.
And this is the U.S. PlayStation 1
Yes.
yes,
version.
US
Okay,
PlayStation
yeah.
1 version. Yeah.
I should have told me I have the Japanese PlayStation 1 version.
Oh, the
Play
best
that.
version?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That version had not. That version didn't really have anything different.
I believe it still had the Maria fight, and I do believe it had the 2 extra familiars, but not any of the extra areas from the Saturn version.
I'm sorry. I thought we were playing Symphony of the Night. And
Yeah, welcome back
We're
to
playing
Rondo.
Rondo.
Oh,
Blood.
welcome to
Blood.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Oh man, I fucking love Smash Brothers.
Oh, man.
Fuck yeah!
I don't remember your guy being that agile in the original game.
No, there's a lot of things we can do in this game that we can't do in the other one.
This is classic.
Belong in this world.
I did not know until like later down the road that the voice of Richter in this one is also Chris Redfield in the PS1.
Really?
Oh, was
Yep.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
God. That explains a lot.
And funny enough, the voice of Dracula from this is also the voice of Harry Mason in the original Silent Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
Considering wow, really? That's so wow.
It's so weird.
Kill me.
It's so foggy over here.
Now I hear it in Richter. I
Yeah.
hear Chris
It's
Redfield.
the same guy.
It's so foggy over here. Perhaps the same could be said of all draw distance. Oh, do ya?
Anyways,
Da-da,
the game begins with a recreation of
da-da-da-da.
Hydro Storm.
Meanwhile, Dracula's done in by the rain.
yeah.
If you gain a few hearts earlier before you get in here, 2 Hydro Storms finish this fight off before he has a chance
Yep.
to do anything. Oh, you got hit.
How'd you get Johnny?
You want to die? And
It's Storm
okay.
Eagle all over
No,
again.
I don't want to die. No. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If-
This is a recreation of the battle from the end of Rondo of Blood. Only it's impossible to lose.
And that's how I defeated
Okay,
Dracula.
hold on. Let's be clear about something. This is an end of the recreation of the end of Rondo of Blood, not the Super Nintendo version.
No.
The actual version.
not
because
Dracula
if your
X.
Super Nintendo version was your ending, it looked way different, and you had no idea what the hell was going on here.
Yeah, so it's a recreation of the ending of Rondo of Blood, the PC Engine original game, where it was Richter versus Dracula. In Symphony of the Night, that battle is impossible to lose, because if for some reason you were to lose all your health, Maria would jump in, pray to her Chinese mythology gods, and make you invincible for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
The true purpose of that prologue is actually to determine the stats of Alucard when you start off.
Yes?
If you go through that battle like flawlessly without getting hurt at all, Alucard begins with like beefy stats. Like he begins with like 80 health, like 85 health.
Yeah. If you use up I usually gather hearts, and I get 45 hearts 3 Hydro Storms end the fight, and you end with 0 hearts.
Yeah.
If you end with 0 hearts, you start with a heart refresh in your inventory when you start the game.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
You do adequate performance, which you can pretty much summarize that fight I just did there. Alucard's good.
And if you do what Greg and Johnny said combined, you start with the Crusader.
No.
Oh man,
If only.
you might. Yeah, and then if it flashes in your inventory, and then the game over screen starts, like the ending screen starts, and you've beaten the game.
Do well, but not perfect. Yeah, but we didn't really have time to fuck around with it. But Richter is like decked out as hell in that prologue. Like
He was more
he
maneuver.
can do the whip dangly thing from Super Castlevania 4. He has a super jump. He has an air slash maneuver. He can
Now,
The
that-
slide,
he
the
can
sliding,
dash, the
flying
sliding,
kick.
flying kicks and shit. I was like, who is this Richter? Where was he in Rondo of Blood?
The one that
He
did
was
Smash Ultimate.
He was an Echo Fighter of the original Richter.
Yeah. And to this day, I know this is really tiny. This is real small shit. But this is still one of my favorite intros of Castlevania. Also, misleading as hell because Alucard would never run this fast for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I like the Saturn one. The Saturn one, they gave him an item to run faster.
The running, the Boots of God speed
Yeah.
or some other shit, which you get along the way to the second castle. A big Saturn difference for the betterment because there's probably a reason why you see a lot of speedrunners are just like big players of Symphony.
Come on, do it.
Yeah, just
Yes.
do that. They do that all the time. Or, I mean, if you're a real big speedrunner, I mean, my shield's on, right? Let me see. Yeah, my Alucard shield's on. So you'll probably see people do this. Up until the zombies are about to, because the zombies,
Up until
the zombies are random in this.
the first 4 feet were amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I was almost impressed.
How much money did you collect so far? 1/4 portion?
Yeah. That's what a lot of fucking speedrunners are doing with this shield.
1/4 portion.
I'm not doing that. In fact, I'm going to try and not backdash everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I know that does legitimately annoy some people. When
Annoys
you,
me, I'll tell you that much.
because, I mean, it's faster than running.
It really is.
It's way faster than running. And the backdash is a useful tool for avoiding attacks like lickety split. And I'm just going to be grinding some mermen here just for a level because this is actually the only time in the game you see these guys.
Wow.
Merman.
Merman!
I can't hear merman and not like that. That word is ruined. That word is completely ruined.
Thanks, Ben Stiller.
Look at this though. Like, all right, so we're Alucard. Yeah, the very same Alucard from Castlevania 3.
Yeah, the one of Netflix fame.
Yeah.
One of Netflix thing.
The son of Earl.
All right, so you see, what I just did there was I entered the room and I backdashed immediately outwards. In the PSP version of the game, that's enough to skip the death cutscene.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In this, you can't do it in the PS1 version. But if I did that in the PSP version, congratulations, I just kept all of my Alucard equipment immediately. Like, you don't have to do the lucky mode setup.
I love his voice, by the way. Sorry.
Oh,
to cut
yeah.
you off
Who,
there.
Alucard?
Alucard's. I know,
Yeah,
absolutely. Robert Belgrade.
Robert Belgrade, yeah. He was at TMG a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty, like, up-and-coming, like, musician.
Yeah.
I think. Like, he loves...
He was playing his recorder.
Yeah.
half the time.
But it's like you can hear Alucard in his voice, so it's like, can you read me a bedtime story, Mr. Belgrade, please?
Alucard's here to get back Luigi's soul.
Def just took all of my shit.
And Luigi's soul.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like, you taking the items and they're just Luigi's icon from like Mario Brothers. Like, all right, I recognize everything but that. Like, I don't know what the hell that is. And we're gonna fall immediately right here.
I hope she
Oh, wow.
made lots of spaghetti.
Sure was nice of Dracula to invite me to his castle, his creature of chaos.
So, I mean, this is it, folks. I mean, this is where Castlevania really entered the Metroidvania scene. Because I know technically sort of started with Simon's Quest, but
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. And I will argue that point for as long as it takes.
But as you can see, it still has some tried and true Castlevania traditions. We have a heart meter, which is pretty much again ammunition for sub weapons, which we won't be really getting into until later.
Ooh, red rust.
Yeah, that is a guaranteed drop from that guy. Always. Just as you're always guaranteed to get the short sword early on, because in the again, Def takes all your shit.
Yeah.
Like everything. You have nothing.
Just like real life.
Yeah. So all we have right here is a quote-unquote dinky punch. I say quote-unquote because the punch is actually super fucking overpowered in this game.
The swords hit stronger,
Yeah,
but the punch gets like 2 to 3 hits in when you're up close.
Yeah, like you can get
CD.
You can easily get like 2 or 3 hits per frame. Like if you're real up close, which I'll be abusing the hell and back early on because if you know how to do it, then the punch is ridiculous. It's like right there, I just fucking 3-shot a skeleton with just one punch.
Wow.
Take that, Mega Man.
I know.
Turns out you can survive getting
It's
hit
like
with
I lived,
spikes.
bitch. You're just a bitch.
So you have a divine cuirass.
Yeah. No, a hide cuirass. It's just basic armor.
Hide cure ass, hide cure wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was hokey, but I had to go for it.
Of course you did.
I'm going to attempt something here. I'm only going to do it once. If not, then we'll just wait until they do it the long way. So there's a switch here that you can lure this red skeleton to.
Oh, dry
And
bones.
You can. That was too
Yeah,
early.
missed.
All right, just wait until it gets. Because red skeletons are, for the most part, indestructible. I don't think there's any way you can legitimately kill them in this game.
No, not in this.
All right, so that raised a lift up there.
There you go.
Nice. And this would give us the
Skills.
Bastard. Just because it's the Bastard early. It's slightly stronger than the short sword, and it's also a little faster. It's almost like the punch in terms of how fast you can swing with it, but not as much. Because like it's a little stab. It's like a shiv. It's like a prison shiv.
Yeah.
More like one of those like box cutting knives.
Yeah. There's an area of the game later where this will be appropriate.
Oh, you're not saving?
Not saving, but just visiting a save room fully restores your health.
Oh, okay.
I tried carried over to all Metrovanias.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, stab in the fucking knees. Yeah, doing that. Not so much that, but oh my God, Alucard controls like a dream in this game.
Yeah, this is one of the games that is like the pinnacle of what a character should control. Like it may be unrealistic, but yes, you have full control over the character.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
a lot of people will argue that the games where the character jumps and you lose control of him, that's more realistic.
Oh, it's
when you
realistic, but it's
jump
also a pain
forward-
in the ass.
Yeah, it's fine that it's realistic, but
It's also a pain in the ass. and
it's
once it
not fun to play a game that way.
right, and once the realism starts intruding on my gameplay, that's when it starts getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
What's a limit to you in your in regards to your?
Hold on.
Depends upon the game.
Hold
Like
on.
I said,
I
it's
always found this kind of interesting. Really quick, just that you don't have a sub weapon right now.
No.
You're about to pick up a sub weapon. If you get that dagger that's up there, you will never not have a sub weapon again for the rest of the game. I always
true.
found it very weird. Sorry.
No, that's an interesting thing to think about because in like in Rondo of Blood and all that, if you didn't have a sub weapon at all, that gave you Richter's Fire Whip.
Yeah.
Alucard has no equivalent in this game, to my knowledge, because there's still a lot of shit about Symphony of the Night I'm still learning to this day.
Yeah.
Because the attention to detail in Symphony of the Night, even to this day, is second to none.
Yeah.
Like you won't find a Castlevania game that has such level of detail for this and that, and this game is over 20 years old at this point. Because this game came out in '97, and it's incredible about things that I've never noticed until. I mean, then again, I didn't jump into Symphony of the Night like when it came out in '97. I only learned about this game in the early 2000s thanks to this man here that's joining us for today.
Oh yeah.
And God, I don't remember much of that time, but I do remember you showed up like you loaded your save file and you had a sword following you. I was like, I don't know who this is,
But I love it.
Yeah. So you lent me the game for like a week, and the rest is history. It's a fun fact, because actually my first experience of Symphony of the Night, I was actually following a speed run on Speed Demo Archives, so I did a lot of shit unintentionally, like out of order. I was lost and confused, and I remember giving the game back to you, and you were looking at my memory card. And I was at this part of the game yet, but I didn't go through this part of the game, and you were confused. I was like, wait, how did you go here without fighting this thing? I was like, I cheated. Yeah, it's like, I cheated. So you cheated again.
Cheated. I thought this is what you're supposed to do. Well, hold on. You had asked a question about realism, and Matt was answering that.
Yeah.
Like
so
I said,
what's the threshold for like realism affecting gameplay?
There's no solid line for me. It's because it's always on a game by game basis. And as I said before, the only clear cut line I can give you right offhand is when the attention to realism and detail starts interfering with the gameplay to an overt degree.
That's an axe in the torch, by the way. I'm ignoring that.
Why ignore the axe in the torch?
Because the dagger's better for this fight.
Oh, Slogron.
They're
They're
coming to the show.
I love the track for the boss fights.
It's so metal.
This guy's almost dead. Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, he just lost his spear.
Dinky punch.
There
Well,
goes
there's one.
Bro. Come on, guys.
Now, guy.
I'm going to breathe fire on you and kill you. Are you punching me?
Oh, that gets under my skin.
dick.
Cool.
We're gonna punch everything in the ass by the end of this playthrough.
The demanding punch Beelzebub in the ass.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna call it a wrap here for today's part of Symphony of the Night, guys. We're just getting started because we got a lot more to do.
Yeah.
On the next part, you're going to meet a very special enemy of mine.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. There's a very special enemy coming up.
Okay.
What, the IRS?
Did it exist in 1792? We'll have to find out later. Catch you guys next time.